What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video where we will talk about Gonzalo Inacio, because after Tsimikas potentially broke his collarbone against Arsenal, Paul Joyce said that Liverpool are fearing Tsimikas has a broken collarbone, which could be another 3-month recovery, just like Andy Robertson. This is absolute freak injury after freak injury for Liverpool. To have two of your main left backs, to dislocate their shoulder or broke their collarbone is absolutely horrendous bad luck by Liverpool. And I'm still really disappointed that we didn't beat Arsenal, because I think we were by far the better team in the second half. And Arsenal didn't even have a shot on target in the second half. And even their player Saliba admitted that it was a penalty when Odegaard handballed it in the box and that Liverpool should have had the penalty. I mean, when your own player admits that, then I'm sure that there was not one person online that said it wasn't a penalty. So how did VAR and the referee not give it a penalty? I will never know. And David Coote was on VAR. That was the same guy who cheated Liverpool out of their goal against Tottenham for Luis Diaz. So that answers all your questions on why and how that happened. We don't want to talk about it. But how do you feel after the Liverpool-Arsenal game? Let me know in the comments below. And do you think Liverpool need to sign a centre-back who can play left-back as well? I'm still battling with this cold and coughing, so I apologize for my voice, but I'm still soldiering on and making these videos for you guys. So if you appreciate that, make sure to leave a like on this video. Thank you so much. Inacio, according to the Mirror newspaper, Liverpool are showing big interest in Sporting's Inacio, and we even sent scouts to watch him for like almost a year. We have watched a lot of Sporting games, but recently reports in Portugal claimed that Liverpool sent their scouts to watch Portugal play against Bosnia in the last international break to scout the 22-year-old. And Dean Jones provided an update on Liverpool pursuing a new defender in the January transfer window. And I mean, this was even before we got Tsimikas injury news. So Jones has suggested that signing a centre-back is a priority for Liverpool when we enter the January transfer window. Yes, centre-back is definitely an area that Liverpool are having to contemplate as we get towards the new year. Whether that will be in January, I don't know. It's probably more likely to be in the summer if they are going to go for someone like Inacio, who is going to cost a lot of money, and there's going to be a decent level of competition to sign him. Man United and Newcastle really like him as well, but Liverpool are definitely scouting him as well. If that's the sort of the level of defender that you are looking to go for, then you are probably going to have to wait maybe until the summer transfer window to make a move like that. Not unless we pay his release clause. Fabrizio claimed that Sporting we'll have to let Inacio go if somebody pays his release clause, which is £51.5 million. It's up to the Liverpool scouts to determine whether he is worth that money. But now that Liverpool have Joao Matip out for the season, and Matip probably won't be back fully until like October or November, depending on if he signs a new Liverpool contract or not. If he doesn't, then that will be at another club. And Klopp said that if the right player is available in January, then we will go for it. But can you tell me a club which wants to sell a top centre-back in January? A top centre-back, because he has to play for Liverpool, so not just any centre-back. They all cost money. I think it makes a lot of sense, because we would sign a centre-back in the summer transfer window anyway, because Joao Matip is leaving at the end of his contract. So now that Joao Matip is unavailable for the rest of the season, it makes sense to bring that transfer forward, just like we signed Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo recently in the January transfer window. And Fabrizio said that Inacio can sign for Liverpool if Liverpool meet their £51.5 million release clause. Liverpool are another club looking at centre-backs, Fabrizio said, and so far no contacts have taken place with Bayer Leverkusen for Piero Hincapié, from what I've told. And there is an update on the Hincapié situation, because the Bayer Leverkusen director Simon Rolfs says everyone stays. We won't let go of any players in the January transfer window. He told the Kicker German newspaper that. So no January move for Jonathan Tah, Hincapié or any other player. Rolfs guarantees, because he wants to have give Leverkusen as good a chance to win the Bundesliga and to go far in the Europa League as possible. So Fabrizio Romano said, Hincapie has been strongly linked with Liverpool and other top clubs as he's looked like a super beyond talent for some time now. He's also not playing as often as he might have expected, so it's normal to see news stories about the player. Liverpool have been one of the number of teams linked with Gonzalo Inacio, but the only way to sign him is to pay his 60 million euro release clause to Sporting, and no one has approached Sporting until now. Let's see if that changes soon, but for now there is nothing advanced for Liverpool with either Hincapie or Inacio. But I think Liverpool first have to assess how long will Kostas Tsimikas be out for. Also we have to assess Luis Diaz's knee injury, and Luis Diaz is so unlucky. He had already 2 really bad injuries. His father and mother was kidnapped, and he is also struggling to settle into the new team of Liverpool because he still is learning the English language, and it's still a process. So Luis Diaz was seen fighting tears on the bench when he came off. And I think he got emotional, and I can fully understand why. It has been a really difficult 18 months for Luis Diaz on the pitch and off the pitch, with injuries, with his parents kidnapped. I mean, it's an absolute nightmare scenario for Luis Diaz, and hopefully he can recover quickly from his knee injury and he can get back to top form very soon. I wish him all the best in his recovery, and hopefully he will not be out for months. And Gonzalo Inacio possesses exactly the kind of quality that Liverpool are looking for in a centre-back. Liverpool seem eager to secure Inacio's services as they look to enhance their defensive options for the title race, and also we are still in all competitions. We are still trying to win the League Cup, FA Cup and Europa League, and you need a big squad for that. Liverpool have now 8 first-team players injured. And according to the Sport Bild newspaper, Manchester United have pulled out of the competition to sign Inacio, making Liverpool the favourites in this race for his signature. Jurgen Klopp is a huge admirer of Inacio. That's what the newspaper is saying, and he is believed to be his first choice to shore up the defense. He's also left-footed, which makes him a potential candidate to even play left back if Joe Gomez needs to be rotated, and he can be a potential successor to Virgil van Dijk in the future, which aligns with Liverpool's long-term plans. And even Jamie Carragher didn't understand why VAR didn't get involved for that Odegaard penalty. He literally touches the ball twice with his hand. The hand moves towards the ball, so it's not an accidental handball. And even Saliba admitted that it was a clear penalty. Liverpool should have had a penalty. Jamie Carragher said it was a penalty, and Saliba knows it. He even said it in his post-match interview. And Jurgen Klopp said, yes, I have seen the handball incident. I'm pretty sure someone will come to explain it to me why it was not a handball, but I don't know how. I don't say that the referee can see it because I don't know where he was in that moment. But how can a guy in an office see that and not come to the conclusion that maybe it could be worth the referee having another look? That's absolutely baffling. Jurgen Klopp is right. I'm 100% agree with him. How can a guy looking at the replays say that's not a penalty, that's not worth looking at? But David Coote is the same guy who cheated Liverpool out of the Luis Diaz goal at Tottenham. There is no surprises really. The Premier League is corrupt. I can't say anything else because there is no other logical explanation. And Jurgen Klopp said that with that chance that Trent had hitting the crossbar, Liverpool should have won the game and could have won the game. I think if that goes in, Liverpool win the game 2-1 because Arsenal were played off the park in the second half. They had 0 shots on target. So Liverpool were clearly the better team in the second half. It was just such a shame that we couldn't take that big chance. And also, did you see Chris Kavanagh, the referee, and Mikel Arteta laughing and joking and shaking hands after the game? I mean, what was that all about? It looked like they were very happy with the result and with the refereeing decisions. And I mean, I don't know what that was all about, but it seemed very suspicious, very odd that the referee was seen laughing and joking with the Arsenal manager. It just doesn't sit right with me. And also, Bukayo Saka should have had about 4 yellow cards. He injured both Tsimikas and Luis Diaz, and he also had some dives, and he also had some really nasty barges and pushing and shoving. I mean, he shoved Tsimikas into Jurgen Klopp, and then he had the cheek and he had the audacity ability to come out after the game and say it was a 50-50. It wasn't a 50-50. You clearly shoved Tsimikas to the ground and he potentially broke his collarbone because of you. But Saka is English, so he's protected by the referees. I absolutely hate that every time an English player dives like Harry Kane used to do at Tottenham, the referees don't punish him. But when it's Mo Salah doesn't get a lot of penalties because he's not from England, he's from Egypt, and he's sometimes absolutely being dragged down to the ground. Not in the Liverpool-Arsenal game, I'm talking about other games, but that just reminded me that, yeah, this shouldn't be how it works, really. And Jurgen Klopp had a cheeky dig at Dermot Gallagher. He said, I always wait until Mr. Dermot Gallagher explains it the next day what's really the case. He will find a way to explain to me why it was not handball. For me, it's a clear handball by Odegaard. I have no idea if it would have influenced the result. I mean, definitely. Liverpool would have had one more goal. Yeah, we should have had a penalty. Salah would have scored the penalty probably. And then momentum would be even more with Liverpool. And Jurgen Klopp said, Tsimikas probably has broken his collarbone at least. It's really bad for us. It's a really bad injury for Liverpool because we already have Robertson out injured. Hopefully Robertson will be back very, very soon. But even if we have to play 4 or 5 weeks with just one player able to play left back, Joe Gomez, it's not an ideal situation because we are playing games every 3 or 4 days. So let me know what you think about everything that we talked about in this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Merry Christmas, happy holidays if you celebrate it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.